What's up, you fucking cod pieces, yeah? Welcome to fucking NFG Podcast with Jada Uge. Before I even got the chance to start filming for tonight's show, I ended up capturing these, whatever these are. See it traveling across the sky there. Let's see if this one changes direction on us. Just like that. For tonight's show, I ended up capturing these, whatever these are. See it traveling across the sky there. Let's see if this one changes direction on us. Just like that. There you go. There's always something up there now, no matter when you look, where you look, and that's not good. Welcome back to NFG Podcast with Jay the Usual. This is Jay the Usual with NFG Podcast here live in the middle of a really wild, random storm that I didn't even know was coming in Fall River, Massachusetts on December 11th, 2024. Right in the midst of a drone invasion and a failure to defend the entirety of these of the skies of the United States, as well as joint bases across the world that are from other countries, obviously, but they're with the United States as well. Footage of hundreds of these things over our skies. In fact, they may be over our heads right now. We recorded a few before the majority of the invasion began. The United States, anyway. It was actually around the time of the UK startup, around November 28th. And we're actually planning on hunting them. We still are. We're going to get really sharp footage of them, as sharp as we can get. Although, we heard there's some... oh, Jesus Christ. I forgot about this. Flooding like crazy. Make sure to share, like, and comment. The more we grow, the more we show, the more you view, the more we do. We do everything from storm chasing, UFO chasing, to hell raising. We have a good time. I'm actually a drone pilot, so I actually know a little bit about not only how these things are flying and how the drones that are chasing them from the government, because that's actually happening. They're actually actively shooting them. Supposedly some have been taken down, but that's classified. And one Chinese national has been arrested near an airport with a drone, although the description is very vague, and the report was also vague, so I'm trying to get more details on that for tonight's report. And of course, we're willing to take people's accounts if there are things happening out there that they can't get the story out that has to do with this directly. They can let us know in the comments below. There have been a few whistleblowers that have been actually using companies like mine to release information which may or may not be legal. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it involves by actually following something that somebody else is having whistle-blown to them. And I'll be sharing some of that as well tonight. Supposedly, some of the footage from that particular person matches some of the things we're seeing right now. Skies above, you know, New Jersey is definitely the biggest, the most mentioned one, and New York, but they're being seen, I think, over at least 6 or 8 different states in the United States, and then other places like the UK, Australia, whatnot, what have you. some hail this morning. I guess I was dreaming about that shit, I don't know. I was watching a lot of the weather reports when I passed out that and the drone stuff, so maybe I'm dreaming of UFOs falling out of the air. I don't know. Oh, now he's speeding up. It was a chain lane. But anyway, yeah, I don't understand how all these people are okay with the FBI, the military, local law enforcement, all kind of fucking each other at the same time, telling them, oh, call the other one. Who the fuck are we supposed to call if they're starting to ask civilians for help and footage? Believe it or not, which initially wasn't my idea to go and start chasing these things and recording them, but now they're saying that they need our help, and I'd like to know why. And I've heard a rumor that it has to do with the Chinese hacking all of our phones recently. And that's actually a true story. You can look that up. A lot of people don't know about it. They don't want you texting from one type of phone to another because all of it is hacked. All of it. And they've yet to get them out. So, I think war's coming. I think the invasion's already started. And I think I have evidence that these drones, planes, whatever, not only are they being recorded with radar actively, they're actually they're being tracked, and the movements are matching what you'd use to do LiDAR mapping. Which means they might be trying to map the area that they're planning to invade. If not, it's a preemptive by our country, but regardless, why would you leave the civilians in the dark about like, oh, well, we're going to be doing something that might look kind of weird. You know, we don't want you to freak the fuck out. Unless, of course, they're using it to try to change drone laws to their advantage. And if that's the fucking case, they're putting people's lives at risk just so that way they can get their way. And that's not right. There's a lot of really fucking serious shit going on. And all of it could be handled much better. Of that, you can be rest assured. You can rest assured, rather. The shapes of these things vary so much, it's incredible. But at the same time, it could be this test of technology, like I said. If that's the case, they can make anything from a metal ball look like a helicopter or vice versa. And it's easy because you can have all these digital images and digital image capturing technologies that can be altered even at their baseline software all the way up to the fucking hardware and the way that it's actually capturing the light. And this has all, of course, been hacked and created by military, so, you know, they're capable of things that we can't even dream of. But we get bits and pieces. We learn a little bit about the technology that leads up to it, and that's kind of how you can inference these things. And of course, I'm not interested in negatively affecting national security. I mean, I fucking live here, but the fact of the matter is, when you start scaring the fucking civilians and you don't give them any fucking answers when they're trying to get help, it's a fucking problem, regardless of what the purpose is. If the fact is that war is starting and they don't want to officially say anything because they don't want to be the ones that start the war, it's already started. So I don't think it's that. You can't have all these things happening at once all across the world with Syria and all this other shit. And just say, oh, well, you know, things just tend to happen all at once like that, and coincidences that are magical. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And don't forget, I always say, I could be wrong. For all I know, this is some magical thing that nobody should give a shit about, you know? Everybody should just sit there and suck a dick. I don't think so. I think that people that pay taxes deserve to feel safe enough around things that are fucking car size floating around in the fucking skies and shit. It's like, well, you know, you gotta tell them something. You can't just tell them, oh, you're safe, don't worry about it. They're not foreign, but they are. They're not something that we know that they are. So it's like, that is fucking foreign technically. It's like, what an asshole. And the fact that people are in public, right? Like state representatives, fucking senators, and fucking congressmen, and all this other shit, people at the Pentagon, fucking totally okay with looking like total fucking idiots in public, apparently. It's like, so you're willing to say that you can't defend our fucking skies and that you're that shitty, that you spent all this motherfucking money, all of our fucking money, on shit that you can't even use to defend the skies from simple toys? You fuck. And then they go turn around, well, they're not toys, they're actually military grade. Then whose the fuck are they and why? Dumbasses. They're peering into people's fucking windows. They're flying over people's fucking houses and streets. That's a danger to the public, you goofy fuck. Especially if you're flying at night in military bases and fucking airports. Duh. Guess what? If I fly with my quarter-pound fucking drone anywhere near any of the places these things are, my ass is gonna get fucking arrested and fucking I'm gonna have to talk to a bunch of fucking men in black about what the fuck I saw and why I was there. One Chinese national out of all this fucking shit. You're fucking kidding me. The fact that I gotta put this fucking video out and I don't even have time to fucking edit it to make myself look cute. I gotta fucking sit there and tell people about this shit because not the fucking feds, not the CIA, not anybody is gonna, not the White House, not your local police. Because none of them, all of them claim they don't fucking know. But somehow I got a better fucking line on it. How? I am tied into nothing. I know fucking nothing. But just because I fucking lean out and I don't listen to fucking bullshit, now I'm trying to keep people in. And you watch. You watch. I am not suicidal, and if something fucking happens, you already fucking know I was keyed in. Whatever the hell I said last. You fucking take it for real and run. I don't know what to fucking tell y'all, man. It's fucking nuts. Literally telling people, all across the world, telling them we don't have control of our skies. Come on and attack us, you dumb fuck. You fucking kidding me? And you can't. The second I put myself out in public more than I am, I already know. It's gonna become a fucking massive fucking, because I cannot sit by and watch this shit. Eventually I am gonna have to fucking go out to a major public place and start telling people, because they'll block the videos. I already know they're being blocked. As soon as I start mentioning certain keywords, in my shows, fucking, and this is the live podcast, so I actually get to see it happen live. We go from people sharing the fucking show to like 16, 30 people, blah, 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 hundreds, to all of a sudden, it goes to 0, boom, like that. And it's like, how the fuck did that happen? And it's like, oh, wait a minute, what was I just talking about? Is what I, that's my first thought. It's like, maybe something fucking I said upset them. But to have them all blink out at once. You know what I mean? It's like, not everybody does everything all at once, especially on the internet. So, how the fuck, besides, if something all of a sudden gets fucking turned off, like a fucking feed, right? Like, oh, signal was lost, you know what I mean? All that shit. Very rarely is my show on the move lately. So, I see through a lot of the fucking bullshit. I'll say one thing and it'll get fucking super far. The next thing I fucking say is even more accurate and better dressed, more presented and more production. And it gets less fucking shit, like a 10 less. It's like, bro, I'm not, they can't even use an illusion to make you see shit that ain't real. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so bad. They're not even, they're just like, I don't care anymore. Lie to them as much as you can until they figure it out, and then tell them to go fuck themselves. Like, it's exactly what the fuck is going on. Like, I swear to God, you can turn around right now. I guarantee if I rewind through this fucking footage, right, and you get enough of the fucking sky in that lens, you're gonna see something up there that nobody fucking discussed with any of the public. That was gonna be up there, no matter what. The only thing around here that should be in the air is the fucking planes near the airport. Yet I see and film shit over here all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Right where it's not so fucking supposed to be. And you're gonna sit there and tell me that not only can our fucking best military shit in government not fucking stop the things, they don't even know what the fuck they are. The fuck out of here. It's so full of shit, it's unbelievable. And somebody blatantly lying to you like that does not deserve your money. They don't deserve your votes. They don't deserve shit. They deserve to get put in a fucking hole and shat on. It's amazing. Because that's what they're doing to you. They're taking all your rights, all your fucking senses of security and freedom and shit, and they're putting it in a hole, and they're fucking shitting on it. And they're fucking laughing while they do it because they keep posting all these fucking videos. Oh, we don't know. Like it's fucking funny or something. Let me tell you something. If this ain't real, if this isn't a real invasion ain't gonna be fucking funny, because the next thing that happens is gonna be fucking raw violence to everybody. And it's like, how can you be okay with that, or even a modicum of it? How can you even let that fucking happen? How can you let them even pretend that it's fucking happening? even if it's by accident. You can't do it. Because the second it does fucking happen, no one's gonna fucking believe it, and then it's gonna get fucking real serious. I mean, come on, people. Wake up a little bit. A little bit. Ah! Before shit gets real, you know? I think I'll fucking fly here. I'm having a speed limit, everyone's going 50. It's not even really raining that bad. I want to know what other people think about it. I want to know what the fans think about it. I want to know what people think about it that don't agree with me. You know what I mean? And don't forget that I want them to keep these things fucking secret if they have to be, right? Except for the fact that I want them to let the public know, hey, something's fucking happening right now. We're doing it. But don't fucking worry, it's not going to fucking hurt you. You know what I mean? They're not saying that. They're saying they don't know whose they are, but they're not foreign and they're not a threat to the public. You can't have that. That's a statement that does not work. That is a fucking lie or gibberish. Because you can't have something that you don't understand and then claim that you understand it in the same sentence. It just doesn't work that way. And regardless of what any one of these people is saying, or regardless of whose they are, including the U.S. military, to fly them over the civilians constantly, regardless of the purpose, is unsafe, especially when you claim it is safe, because then they're gonna think it's safe to be underneath these fucking things. And if you don't tell them enough, they're gonna start fucking defending themselves. And when you get one dropping, it's tough to stop a lithium fire, isn't it? You fucking idiots. You guys gotta get on this shit, man. You can't just fucking let stuff happen. You gotta gain control of your country and your world. People are telling me constantly, this whole time, someone else is gonna handle it. You can't do anything about any of this. It's like if everybody has that fucking attitude, no one's ever gonna do anything about anything, ever. So what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's a poisonous thought, but a lot of people have it. Passing the buck and not giving a damn, and it's like, oh well, I do the minimum, so it's okay. I don't have to do shit else. It's like until you're forced, you goofy fuck. It's like, well, you're gonna have a dick forced up your fucking ass if you don't fucking stop it from getting in there. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You don't defend yourself when you're attacked in fucking anywhere? Doesn't make any sense. People are actually saying these things to me in real fucking life. And then you know what they say afterwards? That they don't like that I'm yelling. It's like you're not hearing basic fucking things that are gonna keep you safe in life. So what else can I do? Jump on your fucking head, clap my ass cheeks on your head, and make a fucking shit helmet? It doesn't make any fucking sense. There's no other way to keep you safe. If you can't defend yourself, and you can't be taught to defend yourself, then the only thing that you can be doing is be put into fucking hospice, and you should not be allowed to use any sort of heavy machinery, and you shouldn't be you shouldn't be responsible for anything important, which means you shouldn't work. You should be, you know what I mean? Like, you should be a ward of the state. You can't even be taught to defend yourself. It's like, well, then what the heck? I'm not saying that you should be able to, like, fight a ninja off. But if somebody tries to put a dick in your ass, or tries to fucking spray you with something, or hit you, or hurt you, or steal from you, you should be able to go, no, stop, help, police, or something like that, and be able to push them away. You can't be taught to do that. It's a serious fucking problem. And don't forget, we have the legal right and the fucking responsibility to carry weapons and defend ourselves, bear arms, in defense of yourself, your family, and your country, and your neighbors. And most people won't even fucking do that nowadays. We need to rearrange our fucking thinking, folks, because shit is getting fucked up out there. It's alright, though. Oh. Okay, so we're back during the December 11th drone invasion occasion, sensation, whatever you want to call it. Be sure to share, like, and comment. The more we grow, the more we show, the more you view, the more we do. There's some fuckery afoot. Always some storm that ends up chasing me in the Fall River in New Bedford, Massachusetts area. Then I end up getting the chase of the storms. So we're actually in December 11th, 2024, in the midst of a countrywide, possibly even a worldwide drone invasion. We know that joint bases in other countries that are part of the U.S. Defense Force, I think NATO countries, are all experiencing this. Specifically at the bases and around the bases. And there are also some larger civilian areas, especially the biggest ones in the news right now. New Jersey and New York are experiencing these things. Now, a lot of these are faked. A lot of these are actually people that are flying commercial drones or eVTOLs as a way to drum up views on videos and also to advertise for certain things, which is really fucking ridiculous. But it's also come to light that they're using this incursion or fake incursion or whatever it is in order to change over some drone laws and microchip trade laws that have already come into effect, these changes, over the past few days. And I find it funny that they don't mention those things, but they mention Iranian motherships off the east coast of the United States that can't be verified by the Pentagon. So, I mean, you let me know what you think fuckery is in this situation, because it could, you know, it's anybody's guess, but that's the point. They're trying to keep everybody confused, and the real question is why. And then, who should pay for all this fucking insanity? Because I guarantee there are more important things that we should be focusing on, and then we could be using our resources to monitor, especially in the middle of World War III. I mean, I'm driving in the middle of literally the first level of hurricane force winds, and there's possibly even a tornado threat. There's a thunderstorm warning out right now, and driving in 30 to 60 mile an hour winds, which, you know, isn't the worst, but it's definitely not the best, especially when you gotta be extremely careful getting to and from a podcast where I got to explain to people that it's not safe to have things flying over your head that are the size of cars, you know? I shouldn't have to explain that, but I'm going to anyway. I'm a drone pilot, and I fly a fleet of drones. Normally not all together, like what you're seeing lately. Normally one at a time, but they're a quarter pound each, and I'm also licensed to fly drones upwards of almost 55 pounds, depending on the situation, obviously. And there are a lot of restrictions, laws, things you have to know before you're allowed to even get that license, let alone something to operate the size of a vehicle, like a car or a SUV or whatever. Like that sort of size, you need special licensure. They're easily read by radar, and if they have any sort of ability to block radar, sight cameras, and they have some sort of shielding in order to block from all the things that are reportedly being used to shoot them down. If they're not working, I mean, that's military grade. Now they're also talking about they're refueling. The drones are refueling off of a larger ship. Now, whether that's the Iranian mothership or the Korean version of that same type of technology in a quadcopter, large size, that was just reported as being manufactured and released for the public, at least for the public view, not use. I mean, it begs me a question. It's like, well, what the hell's next? You know what I mean? And why are we being told so little and so much of so little at the same time? Like, it's just, but we're being bombarded with, I don't know. And it's like, then why the hell are you even saying anything? Get the fucking work. Find the fuck out what's going on. And if your government and your military aren't going to do it, guess what? Guess who it's up to? You, me, and everybody else in between. Who the hell is going to defend your house, your country, your family, if other people that you expect to don't? I don't know. I wonder who it could be. What do we got to do? Bunch of civilians asking, should we shoot them down, but they're too afraid to get fucking fined. It's like, why would you get fined if something's invading your fucking... You don't own your airspace, but nothing's allowed to peer in your fucking windows, dudes. You know what I mean? And God forbid they're using technology stronger than that, like fucking Wi-Fi readers and shit. They can see right through your fucking walls. But this is basic law enforcement we're talking about. Not even military, that's basic law enforcement tech. And they want to tell you it's not dangerous, it's not fucking nefarious. It's like, then what the fuck is it? You tell me it's foreign? You tell me it's not foreign, and then this is the Pentagon talking. They're saying it's not foreign, but they don't know whose it is. Fuck you. If it's not fucking foreign, then it's someone from fucking our shit. And if it's someone from us, then why the hell can't you say anything about it? Of like, well, you know, it has to do with something that we're prepping for the country. It's classified. You might see a little bit of it, but don't worry. You know what I mean? That's all they keep telling you is just, you're not in danger, so shut the fuck up. Like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you can't even get a fucking accurate weather report. You got fucking AI and fucking decades, if not centuries, of fucking historical weather reports. And you can't even fucking, because they're fucking with the sky too damn much. Using a bunch of cloud seeding and microwave tech from fucking ionosphere shit from the satellites and from fucking a place in Alaska and a few others. A fucking HAARP and shit. And oh, well, you know, Dubai just happens to have 1,000-year flood. Where 1,000 other places, fucking Helene, all this other shit. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. How many times do you have to be told that there's 1,000-year flood before you realize, holy shit, I've heard that more than 10 times in a 10-year life, in a 10-year span of fucking 1,000 years. Fuck. How stupid can you be? It's like they're rubbing our fucking faces in the shit that they're trying to get us to eat, and they're like, ha ha ha, like fucking laughing. It's fucking wild. And people are sitting there fucking swooning over some fucking would-be assassin, all because he got his goddamn back broke by the fucking medical industry. Meanwhile, everybody's getting bent over and fucked, and instead of doing anything about the rest of the people that are in power, and I'm not saying hurt them, but take them out of fucking power. The fuck are you doing? It's like, no, we'd rather wait till it becomes such a problem that somebody that's so hurt by it fucking goes out, kills them, and loses their fucking life, and maybe hurts somebody else in the process, and everybody else gets fucked. How the hell does that make sense? And for those of you that, it may sound like I'm yelling right now, but because I'm in the middle of this storm, I want to make sure that you can hear me. The microphone's not that great that we're using right now. So I'm not really like, not angry or upset in a way that I sound, but I am angry and upset. I'm trying to let people understand how I feel, and at the same time, that they cannot allow these fucking things. It's not just about like how I think. I mean, there are laws in place for a reason. There are regulations in place to keep people safe when it comes to heavy machinery. So what the fuck are we doing here? And of course, I'm curious to know, how do other people feel about this? Especially the ones that have these things over their houses. I want to know. Or if you haven't yet, how would you feel if something the size of a fucking car was hovering a couple 100 feet over your fucking house, and every time you tried to get an answer from any fucking law enforcement at all in the country, they tell you, we don't know. Oh well, ask somebody else. Because I'll tell you what, I don't feel too fucking confident in anything or anybody that acts like that when they're supposed to protect the country. Any part of it. We don't know. What the fuck? Why don't you tell us what you do know, you stupid fucks? Ah, Jesus. Shit's gonna turn me religious again. I'm gonna be begging fucking AI gods and regular gods. Help me out. I don't know what to do. Wake these people the fuck up, please. Or I'm stuck eating fucking Twinkies and fucking frozen mozzarella sticks for the rest of my fucking life. Why would that happen? Because Twinkies are the only things that are gonna survive the fucking nuclear attack, if there ever is one. And the fucking mozzarella sticks are just because if it doesn't happen and they keep trying to drive us crazy, I'm just gonna eat mozzarella sticks for the rest of my life. That's funny to me. No, you know why? Because it's cheesy, really, like my jokes. Ah, jeez. Follow NFG Podcast with JD Usual Multimedia. This is an NFG night crawlers in the middle of a storm on December 11th. It's pretty cool. It's actually really scary. And the funny thing is, I barely knew about any of this technology, this mothership tech, the recharging stuff, and the fucking larger drones. I knew about the drones that could stay up 24 hours, but I thought that they were just plane types. Like they look like planes but tiny. No, it goes way beyond that. You got hybrids where it's fucking part liquid fuel or solid fuel and part solar, part electric. Fucking wild. All these things inside of, I mean, the drone's the size of a fucking car. You can fit a lot of shit in it. But these are reports I haven't even had time to verify because there's so much bullshit going on. that they will not tell you, like, oh, all right, don't worry about this particular shit. Maybe you should worry about the fucking, that particular incident with the fucking airport. Because maybe they're doing all this to hide the fact that they're doing something else somewhere else with something else. You know what I mean? That's how war goes. Especially future war. It's not just about drone swarms and fucking hacking and robots and shit. It's about being sneaky as fuck. So that definitely promises to be fun. I may even do that tomorrow just to take a break from all this fucking nuttiness. But oh man, what a fucking day. Oh shit! I forgot that area floods. Holy fuck! The fucking truck's alright. That was nuts. They really gotta put a light over there. What the fuck? I almost shit my fucking pants. I should have brought my fucking glasses. Damn. That's some wild shit. That's all I could see was the road turning into waves. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Someone's gonna get into an accident. That's nuts. The only reason I was even able to make it through that fucking thing without hydro planes because I got a truck. Holy shit. Like, I don't even know who the fuck I'd fucking report that shit to. Like, who the hell's gonna put a light over there right now? I don't even know. Spend the rest of my night trying to figure out fucking traffic division. Crazy. Full of craziness. Well, at least I can tell my mom I got the car washed for her. Jesus Christ. That was wild. Hopefully you guys got to see some of that. That's terrifying. I figure at least if I'm gonna suffer this, you know what I mean? Like, we should be able to get a video out of it at least. Sad thing is, it's almost worth it more to fucking record these things and to edit it and put it out as content than it is to just live through it. Because if I was just living through this stuff and I had no reason to like look at it happening, I would still be looking at it and I'd be fucking miserable for it because everybody around me is like 10 steps way back of like, you mean there's something flying around? Drones? What is that word? How do you spell the word the? Like, that's the sort of shit that I'm dealing with right now. And I've been dealing with it for a long time, ever since the pandemic started, really. Maybe just before then I was blinded to the fact, you know what I mean? Like, I was just, like, numb to it. People were, like, extra stupid, and I was, too. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, holy shit, some scary stuff's happening. I better wake the fuck up. But it was only me and, like, a handful of others that were like, dude, what the fuck's going on? The other ones are just like, it's too fucked up. I don't care. Leave me to my Lunchables, you know? I don't know what's going on with them lately, bro. I don't know if COVID melted a part of their brains, made them fucking... We certainly know the vaccine was melting fucking organs, so God knows. You know? Get sick with the shit over and over again. It's like, yeah, the first infection ain't bad, but once you get to the fucking 20th, that's when all of a sudden your genetics start melting and your fucking organs start failing, you know? People keep joking. It's like, if this shit actually did come from a fucking lab, like they keep trying to tell us, what the hell was it made to do? Because there's nothing on Earth that just makes everybody just get a cold for no reason that someone's gonna make in a fucking lab just because they can't. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's meant to do something. Weaken a population, and none of us were weakened enough to not be able to fight back on some shit yet. But you wait. It's the sort of shit that I'm talking about. What if it was a precursor virus? This is stuff that came out of University of Dartmouth, where you hit them with one virus to make them think like, oh, that was the fucking worst of it, whatever, we're over it. And then all of a sudden you hit them with something else. And because you weakened certain parts of the immune system with the initial virus and they thought nothing of it, they take on the second one like, ah, who gives a shit, and everybody gets fucked up.